Alright, as soon as I finished the other video on Poppets, I remembered a couple things that I forgot. But I had to wait for it to make the little video. I forgot what it's called. To save the movie before I could make this video. A couple things that I forgot is when you're making the Poppets, to make sure you also have some extra flour on the side. If your herbs are completely powdered, you can add some more of the powder to those herbs. You can also add food coloring to the mixture if you want to get a specific color, like if you want to incorporate more color magic or anything into it as well. And I like the idea of using the clay poppets for healing because I feel like it connects more to the earth and everything. Using flour from the earth, salt from the earth, oil from different things from the earth. You know, water is bringing another different element in there, but you're also using herbs. So basically, the clay poppets are perfect for any sort of healing magic. I mean, there's other uses you can use them for as well, but tonight's class, I chose healing as our theme of the night because of this. So when you're making the poppets, make the dough like I suggested in the other video, but then also either you could put down some wax paper unless you have a surface that's smooth and that you don't mind getting messed up, like getting flour and things pressed into it. Sprinkle down more flour, put the salt dough down then. Then if you have the wooden rolling pin or any sort of pin that you can try and smush the dough out with, make sure to cover that in flour as well, because I know not a lot of people bake, so I just kind of assumed in my head that everybody would know what to do. If you don't have a rolling pin, you can cover your hands in flours, and you can always try that way too, just to smush it down to get a shape. If you're really good and creative, you can get the right consistency of the dough. You can even, you don't have to use the cookie cutter. You can try and just shape it on your own if you want a thicker poppet or something, because I know with what we're doing, we're going to try and get them a little bit thinner. You can also mark things in them as well, different runes or something, or different sigils for different things that you're trying to incorporate into your poppet. They're really versatile too. There's tons of stuff that you can do with it. You just have to really get creative. It's different compared to like stuffing a cloth poppet, because there's not a whole lot you can do. I mean, there is a lot, but there's more you can do with clay poppets, wax poppets, things like that. Unless you have like a good steady hand, you can sew. Maybe I've seen some people, when we've made felt poppets, they'll embroider a rune or something on there as well. So it's the same thing with the clay. I just feel like you're really working with your hands and really putting a lot of energy into it when you're working that hard into something. But so remember to keep a bowl of flour on the side, because you're going to get sticky and things are going to get on you. And helping the dough not to stick, you'll use the flour. Even when you're trying to dry them out, even if you put them on a different sheet, like I tend to put them on wood bowls because I have all these flat wood bowls, I'll cover it in a powder first before I put it out to dry. So that's one of the things I was going to tell you about. Also, if you're going to anoint them with oils afterwards, you got to be careful because it could start to disintegrate if you're putting a lot in there. What I would do is put them on your fingers and rub them so you get them filled with this sort of energy, and then kind of like tap them on there. And it's not really going to leave too much on there, but basically you're leaving like your residual energy and everything like that on the poppet. And poppets, I forgot, I didn't really go to sympathetic magic, but it's basically sympathetic magic is like symbolic magic. Like you're trying to make, there's more to it than what I'm going to talk right here now. But like with the original wax poppets, you try to get them, I forgot what I can't pronounce it. I think it's like a envoûment or something. Yeah, really bad. I'm just going to call them wax poppets. You try to get them to look as closely as possible to the person, because it's trying to represent the person itself that you're trying, like the little thing that you're making. So having it look like them as much as possible was helpful in kind of creating it, making it like this little person that you're working with. So it's actually like you're really connecting that person. I don't feel like it's super necessary to do, as long as you, because a lot of people now don't really, I don't know, don't seem to connect with that too much. It does help try and get the likeness correct. But what we're doing today is just kind of like a learning how to take a step to do these wax or these clay poppets. You can always do it yourself by adding a piece of somebody else or your person or whatever you're trying to work with. Can make that connection compared to making sure they look exactly like this other person, or the person that, or if you're working on it yourself. Sorry, I'm getting like I get nervous before my classes, so I'm leaving in 10 minutes, so I'm trying to get this done now. But so yeah. So that's about it for this one. I probably will make another video because I forget things constantly if I don't have a list. But I don't like having lists because then I sit here and I read off the side, which is not helpful. So yeah, thank you for watching this little extra video. I'll try to make another one soon. And thanks for watching.